Welcome to Chit T. I'm your host, Miss T. Just real quick update. It's going to be short and sweet. I actually did include this in my live, but I had something crazy technical going on in my live. But I wanted to come back and give you an update on Mr. Grant Hardin, who was transferred to the Varner Supermax after capture. This particular person is the ex-police chief in Arkansas. He's 53 years old. He's been gone about a week now. And honestly, I was surprised they even caught him. But let's get into these quick details. Okay, let's go.
An escapee, Grant Hardin, is now in custody after a nearly 2-week-long manhunt. These are new pictures we are getting from the Arkansas Border Patrol as Hardin was captured. Hardin was located this afternoon near Moccasin Creek in Izard County by Arkansas law enforcement and U.S. Border Patrol after tracking dogs picked up on his scent. And new at 10, we're learning from Rand Champion from the Department of Corrections that Hardin will now be housed at the Varner unit, the most secure facility in the Arkansas prison system. It's also where death row inmates are held. Good evening and thank you for joining us. For your 5 News at 10, I'm Morgan Wrigley. Darren has the night off. We're continuing to follow the latest as the Stone County Sheriff's Office says that the public is, quote, no longer in danger. 5 News reporter Parker Abels is here right now with more on the capture. And what are you learning tonight, Parker?
Well, Morgan, Grant Hardin was found today at 3:45 just outside a mile of North Central Unit in Calico Rock. And with Hardin officially back in custody, I broke down what the last couple weeks has been like. On May 25th, the Devil and the Ozarks escaped from North Central Unit Prison in the middle of the day by using a makeshift police uniform and walking out the front gate. That according to the Arkansas Department of Corrections. And from there, the search began. For nearly
Before we go further, real quick, him walking out, you can see him walking out. I don't believe that. I do believe that he had some type of help or assistance. I don't think he just walked out. I think it was an inside situation.
2 intense weeks, a massive manhunt unfolded with local, state, and federal agencies, including the U.S. Marshals and Border Patrol, mobilized to bring him in. Tips and possible sightings poured in from multiple counties, even spilling across state lines, adding to the urgency of the case. Since busting out of prison, Hardin racked up new charges: escape from Izard County and unlawful flight to avoid prosecution in the Eastern District of Arkansas. A combined $25,000 reward from the FBI and U.S. Marshals was on the table for any information that led to his capture. But now that he's in custody, it remains a mystery who, if anyone, will claim it. The ADC said Hardin was finally tracked down near Moccasin Creek in Izard County thanks to the sharp noses of tracking dogs and the relentless efforts of the
Stop right there. $25,000, no one's claiming. That's crazy talk, right? And honestly, the other thing is, I'm surprised that it was only for $25,000. I would think that it would have been like $50,000. But I guess they have a starting point. They started at the lowest and worked their way up. But they caught him before they needed to probably upgrade or increase that. Anyway.
Arkansas law enforcement and U.S. Border Patrol. After his capture, Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders said Arkansans can breathe a sigh of relief. The Izard County Sheriff's Department said Grant Hardin was found around a mile and a half north of the prison he escaped from, and his identity has since been confirmed via fingerprinting. We sincerely appreciate the continued support of the community for all law enforcement and Department of Corrections personnel involved in this operation, said Izard County Sheriff's Office. And with Hardin back in custody, officials are now saying the threat to the public is finally gone. Parker Abels, 5 News.
Well, thank you for that information. I appreciate that.
First tonight, prison escape.
Channel 5 for giving us information. That's pretty much it. I just wanted to give you a quick update on that. I think it's probably all over social media that they've captured him. Honestly, I'm still surprised. I'm really surprised it was such a quick capture. Like expected him. I don't know. I thought he had some type of skill set or he had a plan. And he was like, to me, in my mind, I thought he was like in a cabin somewhere and he had a plan. But clearly, it's not what I thought. So, yeah, he was out there in the wilderness or whatever, in the woods, and they got him. Nevertheless, I want to give you an update. As I always say, we can't change anyone else. You only can change yourself. Focus on things you can't control and not on things you can't. I'll be back with another one. Thank you and goodbye. Thanks for liking, sharing, and watching. Bye.